Good morning, folks. Grandpa Greenwald, old man with a pan. Well, we're going to get back and show you what we have with this sourdough starter. This is day 6, I believe. I've been going back and forth. Started out with the starter in a quart mason jar, a wide mouth, but I couldn't deal with it, mixing it up down in the jars. You just couldn't get it mixed right. So then I bought a couple of 2-quart containers, and had the starter in the bottom of the container. The problem is the container's so big for so little amount of starter, and it spreads out wide, and with the cloth cover on it, it was drying out. So anyway, I had a lot of problem with that. So I moved it day before yesterday into a glass bowl. And I'm on look what we have. We have lots and lots and lots of bubbly in there now. So we're on a cycle of we're changing out part of the flour or part of the starter twice a day. Well, yesterday I started getting a little bit just thinking about that. I wasn't getting enough bubbles. I wasn't giving it time. 12 hours is not enough time to get that going. So what I did last night, I didn't discard any of the starter. I just added to it. So today and you see what happened. We used the goodness. We gave the starter time to get going, and now we got some bubbly. We got some live action in there. So I have it in a glass bowl. I can see it clearly. From the top, the sides, you can't see anything. So we're going to go ahead and feed this morning. And so this is what I've come up with after all of these days, like 6 days or 5 days. I've come up with, instead of taking the starter out that I want to keep, I'm going to take the starter out that I want to throw away. I'm not worried about what's left in the bowl. So today we're putting in, when we feed it, we're going to put in 113 grams of flour and 113 grams of water. So it seems to me that comes out to 226 grams that we're going to feed the starter with. Let's take out 226 grams of the existing starter. And let's see if we can get that going. I have the scale zeroed out. Let's see how hard that's going to be. That's not real. So it's difficult. You can't grab it to get it out of there. So let's try another little. Okay. I want to take out 226 grams of starter. Let's do this. Let's zero out the cup and the bowl. Okay. Now I'm going to take a pretty big cup. This is a one cup measuring cup. I'm going to take this cup out. We've already subtracted the weight of the cup. And I wanted to take out 226 grams. So we got over 300 grams. So we took out too much. That's fine. It's a little easier. Doing it this way. 243 grams. So we just need a little bit more. And probably these grams around the edges will do it. 236 grams. So we got about an extra 10 grams or something there, and I'm not going to be overly concerned about that. 218. We're going to be real close right there. 222. 223 grams. Come on, get down there. 226 grams, 227 grams. So we took that out, and this is the starter we're going to go with. So we have plenty of starter in there. This is trash. So we're going to start over again. 113 grams of water, 113 grams of all-purpose flour, with our existing starter. Let's get this going. Get that nice and mixed up really, really, really good without really beating it. I don't want to whip it. And it's gonna do the autolyse thing. It's gonna soak up any extra flour in there. Will get absorbed into. Now, if I'm doing something wrong here, or y'all spot some, I guess what I'm asking for is some tips and tricks on dealing with this sourdough. I can't see dealing with this. Some people feed twice a day forever. I can't see doing this twice a day. I don't know where the value is, so I need to come up with some shortcuts. But for right now, I have it in the, put that over there. I have it in the bowl, and I have this lid slightly resting on the bowl. We got bubbling. We're going to go with that for right now. All right, I got set the bowl up in this spice cabinet here just to keep it out of drafts. The lid doesn't fit snugly. We have a little seam over here on this side, so we're breathing in there. It's getting oxygen, and we'll keep it dark and let it grow. All right, so that's my sourdough starter for this morning, but this seems like a waste. I guess when I get the baking bread, instead of throwing this away, I'll use this in the bread. And so we're not wasting every day. That's the purpose, is just, if you're gonna make it every day, let me see if I can smell this without dripping it on my camera here. I don't know, it doesn't smell like much of anything I want to eat yet, but we'll see. It was bubbling, it's cooking, it's got the yeast.